Hey guys, welcome to 10 More Minutes. I'm Chris.
I'm Sam. I'm gonna murder my neighbors.
What are you gonna?
Every morning, like at 9 in the morning or like 8 in the morning, I hear boom, 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 boom. I open my door. I'm like,
that shit slaps though. That's good.
It's
I like
not
that.
from.
That was pretty.
That sounds way better than what they
that
do.
sounds fucking awesome, man. You made it sound really cool. You sold it.
I hate that I sold.
You gonna be beatboxing next? Like that's fucking tight. You did well.
I open my door and I look. I'm like, there's no one else awake. God damn it. I just shut my door and I'm like, all right, maybe if I just take 2 pillows and like put them between my head, I can actually go back to sleep. And then I realize I have to tutor today. All right, fine, I'll get up.
What up, everybody? Sorry about the noise. Yeah, the noise.
Hey, everybody.
Hopefully you guys didn't catch it over the audio because yes, they were doing it in the background still too. But God, I hope these mics are good enough to not pick them up. Hi, Gabby. What up, Jay? Hi, Julios. Oilist. Sorry.
Yeah, I guarantee you guys do not hear it, but I hear it every day, and I just want to kill them.
Blue.
Not really, though, but like...
Were they playing loud music? Loud enough that you can feel the vibrations in the wall.
I'm very sensitive vibrations as it is, and then like it's down the street. It's the classic, hey...
Here's the other thing. We're like 130 to 160 feet away from the street.
Yeah!
We're not on the street.
We have a long-ass driveway.
The driveway's about 100 feet, so...
Driveway's like 4 cars long, and I can still hear it from here, and they're down the street.
I will say the driveway is about 105 feet long.
Okay.
Up to the garage, which means the rest of the house is about 130 to 160 to 100 and maybe 80 feet, depending on where you're measuring things.
Yeah.
It's fucking loud, and it shakes the walls. So, hey, how's it going? Yo, Yowza, how's it going?
Yeah.
First stream, welcome, fam.
Hey, everybody. And usually I'd be gone because I'd be at school by then teaching the kiddos, so like I wouldn't hear it all the time.
Oh, shit, did I start with the gold? I just started with the golden gun.
Yeah,
Type.
you picked
cool.
He always starts with that.
Yeah, I know it was an option, so I was like, oh, did I do it or not? But yeah, no, that's what. So Sam's complaints of the beatboxing and stuff are not ungrounded. Yeah.
It's more compounded by the fact that we've been in this house for the last year. So like any small kind of convenience is now a large convenience. Yeah.
I've been here for like 6 to 8 years, man.
Okay. Well, I used to have an escape, and I got to go home. I got to go to work.
You've been here for like 3 years.
No. I meant I used to have an escape as work. Like I would go to work.
Oh. Okay,
I would go to work for like 10. I go to work
like,
for 8
man, you've been living here for quite a while. I don't know what you're saying.
It's been about 4 years, but no.
Yeah.
But a year of like based from every sound, like not having like a place to go or leave or occasionally be not here has compounded that effect where it's like I just want to kill him.
Are you saying because you can't leave when somebody drives by with their loud music, it is detrimental?
It's detrimental
because you can't leave?
It's detrimental, yeah, to my mental well-being.
Jeez.
There are times where I've broken down. Like, I
think you're being hyperbolic a little bit.
No. I've had literal like breakdowns where it's just like I can't take another goddamn minute of this. I'm gonna go grab a bat and I'm gonna beat the shit out of their car.
Oilist filled the jar with cords. 50 bits, thank you, Oilist. Yowza, I've been watching you guys for a couple of weeks. Found you guys the compilation video for Hollow Knight and thought you guys were really funny. Oh, that's awesome.
Thanks, Yowza.
Yeah. Can you, if you remember, who was the compilation video? It wasn't Solid Mayonnaise, was it?
I would love to see it. I don't even realize people put us in compilation videos. That'd be cool to look at.
We don't get notified when it's compilation videos. I do like watching them. And I don't have a problem with compilation videos.
No, I'm fine with it too. It's free publicity.
Yeah. I know YouTube has taken down...
As long as they credit us, I'm cool with it.
YouTube has taken down a couple of compilation videos with us in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I didn't personally have a problem with it, so
Someone
long as they credit, like it must have. Yeah, but they took down all of their shit. And I'm like, oh, that sucks, you know. Less enemy HP, more melee range, more speed, more HP from medkits. I'm gonna do
streamers reacting to Nosk bites.
That sounds like Solid Mayonnaise. That sounds like it's from Solid Mayonnaise, yeah. Oh, cool. Blue, can we get rid of that fucking bot, please? Thank you. God damn, Jack. Fucking on it.
It's not murdering anybody like as a person. It's killing their sound system with a bat. Think.
Thank you, Jack.
I don't even like this movie. Think me with their subwoofer.
I hit the wrong button. I interrupted you. Fuck. I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. I'm
Now
so
it's
sorry.
back to normal?
I hit it to repeat it, and I think it was still in its loop, so it had to go through.
So think Office Space and their subwoofer is
That
the
was me.
printer.
I
It's not
fucked up.
it's not the individuals, it's not the people that I want to do harm.
I hit the wrong button. Jack,
It's the
you're
thing
killing
that's
it.
emitting the noise. That's the thing that I want to just murder.
The sub?
The subwoofer.
The sub would be the thing that the bass comes out of.
Whatever
Yeah.
it fucking is, I want to break it with a goddamn hammer.
Yeah. Oh, fuck! Big Bandit.
Just like
yeah,
that
sorry
Big
about the
Bandit.
intro, guys. Oh, God.
You're out of
Not
bullets.
enough bullets. Fuck. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for the cheer, Wallace.
I saw one, and I thought I could still shoot, but it wouldn't let me. Yeah, my bad. I hit the wrong button when I went to do the slash effect. And I hit one to the left. Yeah! Oh, fuck. Yeah, bitch! Yeah, bitch! Yeah, bitch! Bring it on! Sorry, I did it earlier, but I'll do it again. Jack, killing it. Good job. Thank you. Yeah, it's annoying. I get that. You are not out of line by saying that one single fucking bit, man. It's fucking annoying the way that they go about it, especially because it's loud as shit, and we've just measured it.
Yeah.
They're hundreds of feet, multiple hundreds, well, a couple hundred, 200 feet at least, and they're loud as shit, and they're shaking walls. It's like, okay, I get it, cool and loud, but hey, bro, don't sit in the driveway for 10 minutes blasting it.
Yeah, just go to your job. Go do some work. Go sit somewhere else. Bother some other neighbors.
I know that means we're old, but whatever. Jay asked us if you could
I've
have
always
any...
been like this.
No, that's true. He's been consistent as fuck. Oilus 100 splash, thank you.
Thanks, Oilus.
Splash that cord jar. Jay asked us. Jay's doppelganger asks us, if you could have any food in the world right now, what would it be?
Everything is Jay. I don't know. I'm not hungry right now.
I'm really not hungry either. I would say if I could have any food right now, I would say a stuffed crust pepperoni jalapeno pizza. That's what I would say right now. Fuck, I'm gonna die because this thing doesn't swing fast enough.
I could go for like a sourdough PB&J.
With sourdough PB&J, really?
I don't know. Like sometimes that hits the spot. It's a weird taste.
No, I get it. It's just,
Weird.
it's a very
It's
odd.
because I'm drinking coffee. But
Sourdough is just a weird thing with PB&J. I always
love
think like
sourdough.
white bread.
No,
No,
yeah,
I love
wheat
sourdough too.
bread.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's just,
It's not a great flavor, but it's just I don't know. Like I want
I think
sourdough
it hits a
bread.
spot.
Yeah, it's
definitely.
a spot.
It's just it's not usual. Oh, fuck. I'm afraid to use the shovel just because it's so slow on the draw and I'm one hit away from dying.
Either that or like a grilled cheese sandwich.
The grilled cheese on sourdough sounds fucking tits. It sounds awesome right now. Is that a hype train? Fucking hype train! You guys are nuts. You guys splashed it. Oh my god. Okay. Kaiza, and I actually can't see right there, but Blue Lip, tier 1 sub, 15 months. God damn, homie. Hype train is up. We're at 47% to level 1. Much like last time, hype train, you guys, if you cheer, sub, follow, things like that, they all add them to the hype train, and then top tier people get special emotes, and everyone who is a part of it also get emotes as well. But I think it's only past 100 bits, and that's not my choice. I wish everyone got it, but yeah. Cumulatively, it affects like that. 58%, awesome. Can I do through the wall? I can do through the wall. Watch this. Through the wall! It wasn't quite through the wall, but through the wall! Sucker. Nice stuff.
Yeah, no worries, Yasa.
What do they say? What was Yasa saying?
They can't sub, but that's no worries.
No. It's not necessary to do it. It's just something extra that's fine. That's all. Oh my goodness. Yeah! There we go. We're gonna beat this game today, guys. That's what we're gonna do. Uh-oh. Maybe not. I'm one hit away. We got some scary rats. I'm gonna do it like this. Watch this. Oh! Oh! Get him, baby! Yeah, we won. Oh. There we go. 16 shells. Cool. We're good. 95% to Hype Train 1. Kaiser, thank you for the cheers. You got the cords out there. Oilers 2 as well. And Oilers gifted a sub to TenMoreMinutes community. Gardy!
Yeah,
Congratulations, Gardy. And thank you, Oilers. What am I going to go with?
I don't know. Something that gives you HP.
Homing bolts. Enemies touch you, take damage.
Obviously take damage.
Well, that's if they touch me. Which doesn't happen very often. Kills lower your reload time. Might be better so I can fire faster at least. Hey, Hype Train level 1 passed.
Level 1 complete.
Level 1. What do we got? Uh-oh. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Haha, suckers. 1% to level 2. I'm gonna fucking die here.
Oh, now it's 55%.
Oh, Jesus. Nice. Oh! You guys are gonna get some cool emotes out of that, and thank you for cheering and stuff.
Thank you.
Take that, sucker. Please don't fire on me. God, they remind me of Stitch so much. Please. Oh, I got it. I got the HP. Nice.
Yeah, now you can survive 2 hits.
No.
Or 1 hit.
Well, I mean, honestly, everything hits like 6 times, 7 times of double damage.
Thanks for the cheer, Oilers.
It really doesn't change too much. Max bolts. Oh! Gotcha, sucker. Wow, even with the golden gun, these fuckers survive quite a bit. Oh. Fucking hell, man.
Now you got 1 hit.
Yeah. Well, that health pack really helped out. God. I thought that, whoa, okay. I thought the health pack was really going to help a lot more.
I gave you 2 hits.
Yeah. I just thought it was going to be like half HP at least. Grenade
True.
launcher.
Or 4 hits if they're tiny maggots.
Yeah.
Well, 2
I'll use the grenade launcher to just pop boys. Pop them. 63% on the Hype Train level 2. Where you at, Flamebow?
Hey, thanks for the cheer, Kaiser.
That missed. Flamebow! I like how I can still at least block fire damage. And the health up. So it looks like HP is only 2 HP each time. Yes. Last one. Later, sucker. Heal. Yeah, no, I'm trying. I'm trying to heal.
Yeah, if you can find it.
Yeah, when they're there at least. Oh boy. Boop. He's a sprilly boy. Hell yeah.
There's a mutation that bumps it up to 4.
There is, yeah. It's health packs do more damage.
Oh, heal more damage.
Or heal more damage, yeah. Yeah. There we go. Nice. This golden gun does let me get a little bit more ballsy than I would expect, honestly. The laser gun I don't feel too proud about. I don't like the laser gun all that much. Smash it. Oh!
Yeah, it's more like a grenade laser gun, isn't it?
Well, the grenade launcher that I have is a really good grenade launcher, but the other gun that was there was the laser gun, and it kind of has like a slow reload time. It does penetration damage, I believe, but yeah. Damage taken is dealt to all enemies on screen. MG weapons deal more damage, which would have been going with the laser gun. Push through a limited number of walls, more speed, and walk through all terrain. I'm gonna do all terrain because I think the spider level is coming up pretty soon. After the dog, if I survive.
It's probably the one with the big dog.
This is big dog, yeah.
Hey, thanks for the 20 bits, Kaiser.
Oh, fuck! I have I've got no cover. So I'm like, what do I do?
That.
Yeah, no. I can only do it so many times, like in quick succession too. Gotcha, fucker. Big dog must be around there somewhere. Super crossbow bolt. Oh, there he is.
A very calculated percentage, Kaiser. Nice.
69, nice, hell yeah. Boop. Boop. Boop.
Well, you hit one thing.
Boop. 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 Just fucking trying to keep the wall up. God, that scream.
Sounds like a transformer.
Yeah, it does. Wah, 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 wah. Nice, nice, nice. Back it up, back it up.
You don't want to get hit by the red bullet?
No, I don't want to die this time to some silliness. What is this? Sticky launcher. I'll do that instead.
I think that's the one that shoots and they sticks to them, but it shoots on the ground.
That's the grenade launcher of what I have. So I had the grenade launcher before. I swapped to the sticky launcher. Yeah. High train level 2. Orla's killing it, ending it out. It's the one bulldog from Looney Tunes. What is that, Elvira's bulldog?
You're thinking of Tiny Toons. Looney Tunes is different.
It's an Elmira too. On top of that, yeah. 3% into Hype Train level 3. Thank you guys. But yeah, it was Tiny Toons. Oh boy. Well, at least now.
I mean, there's the
based off
bulldog and Tom and
shit, that ended real fucking fast.
There's the bulldog and Tom and Jerry, but I'm not sure which bulldog you're referring to in Looney Tunes.
I think Elmira had a dog. Did she not? The Elmira, which was the Elmer Fudd Tiny Toons version.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That's what I was
She had a lot of pets, and they all died. And she had little skulls on her hair
Yes,
ties.
she did. On the little, what are they? The hair clips?
Yeah, on her hair clips.
Yeah. And it, again, has been forever, so I don't quite remember, but Elmira was the equivalent of...
Yeah, Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd, yeah.
Very
which I heard they didn't bring him back, right? Or her back?
For what?
To the new Tiny Toons that they were planning.
I mean, that hasn't even come out yet.
But I heard that they were pretty much saying, like, right off the bat, like, they're not going to be bringing Elmira back. Oh!
That's a weird thing to say.
That's what they said. That's what I heard.
Oh, probably because animal abuse.
Well, I don't know.
That's probably why they're not going to do it. They're probably like, yeah, that joke worked in 1990, but, yeah, we're going to just avoid that whole cachet.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know if it was based off of, like, the animal abuse thing or maybe, like, the, you know, I'm going to love them and touch them and hug them and blah, 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 you know, type of... I don't know what the correlation was. Oh, there we go.
And it's like the same reason why they've kind of taken out the physical abuse of like Pinky and like the new Animaniacs, though I still hate the way they draw humans in that show. So I kind of got like 8 episodes in and I was just like...
The slapstick comedy style?
No, it looks like Ren and Stimpy. I just don't like it.
No, but I meant the physical abuse. You were saying.
Oh, yeah.
The slapstick. Style. Yeah. Tracks drops and prevents death once recharged at full HP. I mean, I'll do it. I just don't ever feel like it keeps me alive. That's a lot of chat characters, gang. There we go. Laser! There we go. I'm slick. Watch this. Oh, fuck! Nope, not slick anymore. Shit. I can't believe he spawned right behind me. Well, he's gonna have to die today. Where's he at? Where's our boy at? He's back there still? Oh, shit, man.
Hey, Pat.
What up, Pat? Please die, Big Bandit. God damn. Brought me down to 1. Nothing there. I think we're ending at the 8% into the next hype train.
Yeah, I got about 1:42 left.
Not much time. I will use the rest of my laser here. Oh, whoa, 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 okay. I didn't know he was the last one. Push through a limited number of walls. Track drops and revs from further. Higher rate of fire as HP gets lower. Some kills regenerate ammo. I definitely want that. What up, Pat? Sewers stink.
Yes, guys. I mean, yes, Orlis. You totally did.
What happened?
You totally helped.
Oh! Oh, the train's got 1 minute left, and then we're gonna be giving everybody out their special emotes. Nice, nice, nice. I think that's it down here. It doesn't look like there's any more rats in the immediate area. Gotcha, baby. Gotcha. Oh, fuck. I didn't get you. What the hell was that? What was that?
Mimic.
Oh, a fucking mimic. Wow, I'm so glad I have 0 HP now. God, what is the trick to that? Shooting each chest before it
thanks
happens?
for the cheer, Pat.
Thank you, Pat. Got the snowmocorns out there. Haha, rat. Stinky clouds are gonna hurt me if I don't go. Oh, Oh, oh. Last one. No, maybe? Yeah? No. We still got some... Oh, God, I still got a lot of bad boys up in there. Oh. Oh. Gotcha. Oh, fuck! Nope, that's the Superboy. He will kill me in a fucking second. That's the... Nope, don't want him turning around the corner. Okay, help! Help! Help!
You don't do anything, you just die.
I was firing as fast as I could, and I was like, okay, well, my shield's out.
Congratulations, everybody. Hype train level 2.
Oh my god, they're so fucking strong. You're right, guys. Mimics are natural predators of my species. Congratulations to everyone who was in the hype train. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
God, I can't... How do you kill that bastard? I ran my shield all the way through while getting hit, and I still didn't have it back up before I had to fucking go through again. And I was using the golden gun. He seems pretty impossible. Not impossible, but I mean, like, he seems pretty, like, really, really damn hard to kill.
You probably get a lot of bonus for killing him, probably like an extra level.
You do,
guaranteed.
but it's almost like an instant death, too, if you don't seem to kill him right away. And with the golden shotgun, I was like, oh, this will just take a couple hits. And it seemed like it was like 4, 5, 6 more hits. Wait until like better weaponry and more mutations. Yeah. Less enemy HP. Extra drops. Push through a limited number of walls. Shells bounce further. Shells bounce further. They're probably going to be pretty good for the golden gun.
Maybe, yeah.
Scrapyards at the earliest. Here we go. Get the machine gun out. We'll start with the machine gun since they don't seem to share ammo. Might as well wear that one down.
Scrapyard at the earliest. Jack says to try and take those guys
down. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. For what you're trying to do to take out the special boy, the special radiant guy. What do you call him? Like a weird radiation clone thing.
Flubber, but on steroids.
Yeah. Flubberoids?
Yeah, that's close enough.
Where you at, fucker? Where you at? There's another one up there. I know I'm low on ammo. It's okay. Oh, fuck.
You're fine. You have a golden shotgun.
Nice, nice, nice. Golden shotgun, yeah. Should save me from everything, right? Gathered up everything out here. And peekaboo! Oh my, what in the fuck? Oh, those are bullets bouncing. I was like, why is he fucking going off like an Uzi in that room? Baby Guardian, thank you. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Well, I hate the fact that, one, he spawned there, but I also hate the fact that this fucker is in an area where I have no cover. Please die. Please die. Please die. Now I'm good. Okay, cool. Whew. This game will just turn on you in a hot second. Just like, okay, yeah, no, just a couple enemies around. No big deal. No worries. And then all of a sudden, just something that kills you in a
Later, guys. Have a good night, dude.
A hot second. Later, dude. Machine gun. Machine gun?
It's called a horror? Is that what it's called, Lulu?
Machine gun SMG. I'm going to try the...
It's practically a baby guardian. Yeah, it kind of feels like that, Jack.
Yeah! Yeah! Oh, nope, shotgun. Because of the bounce. God, that corner got fucked. The Horror is the official name? Yeah. That sounds about right. Damage taken is dealt to all enemies on screen. More speed, walk normal on all terrain. Enemies touching you take damage. Or homing bolts. Well, I don't use bolts, so...
I'd say that's a good one. Enemies take damage. Every enemy takes damage when one enemy takes damage.
No, when I take damage.
Oh, damage taken dealt to all enemies on screen.
Damage taken for yourself is dealt to all enemies on screen, which is 2 damage per hit.
Never mind then.
And I've only got 5 HP, so it's like, well, how much is that really going to help, you know?
It's going to help for 2 damage.
At a max HP build, that's going to do a lot. But I'm already, you know, if I get hit one more time, I'm pretty much friggin' dead. You know? So...
What kind of soup you eating today, Orlis?
Ooh. There we go. There we go. So many rats. So many rats. Look at these fucking rats. They're trying to bite me right now, and I don't like the way that they try and bite me, because they're fucking rats. Nice.
That's not a bad thing, Blue Lip. Falling down the 14 rabbit hole. I mean, it's only a bad thing if you're not having a good time.
Well, sometimes it happens. Are you a warrior? Are you a weak-ass warrior? Not able to do enough damage, DPS to hold up? Is that what's happening? Then yeah, I can see why you wouldn't be having a good time. Because you chose the wrong class. You chose Dragoon.
We're talking about 14.
Yeah, no, I am too.
I mean, tanks never did more damage because they're not damage dealers in that game. Why would they ever do more damage than a DPS?
I don't know. Ask fucking Overwatch.
We're talking about 14, not Overwatch.
No, I know, but I'm saying, why would tanks ever do more damage than DPS? I don't know. Ask Overwatch.
Did Overwatch do that for a while?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that.
Tanks are the primo thing in Overwatch. They do way more damage or match DPS and damage, which they can't tank. So
I mean, I haven't played Overwatch in.
I haven't either, man. But I mean, that was the consistent.
Years?
That was the consistent thing. Ah! It was like healers matching DPS for a while there. It's like, oh yeah, Moira, yeah, can do as much damage as any other damage dealer and match tanks. It's like, what in the hell is going on? Why would anyone not play just a healer Moira then? Well, I mean, other than just favorability, but you know what I mean.
That sucks, Blue Lip. Well, hopefully you'll find a way to continue subscription then.
What happened?
Well, their subscription's about to run out.
Say that like I read it. I couldn't read it. Ah! I wasn't aware. Their subscription's about to run out. Well, you just subscribed, right? Right, Blue?
Yeah, they probably only subscribe for a month.
I mean, you're at 15 months now. Enemies touching you take damage. Slower enemy bullets. Corpses fly and hit harder. Enemy bullets. That's what I'm gonna do. Ooh, gotcha, baby. Oh, fuck, he explodes. Okay. Don't go near the robot ones. He almost got me, you little bastard. Oh!
That's true, Blue Lip. Your subscription on here is free because it's Prime.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one's $15 a month.
That's why I was a little confused when he said he was gonna run out. You just did it, right?
Yeah, but we're talking about Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Twitch because we're on Twitch.
Well, Blue Lip brought up, I fell back in the Final Fantasy 14
Again,
rabbit hole.
I didn't know Blue was the one who said it. I didn't have the context of that. Ah! I can't kill anything out here. There we go. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Well, shoot the pod? Shoot the pod? Ah, I went inside. I didn't mean to. Charge the port. What in the fuck is... Okay, shotgun it is then.
Yeah, welcome to Limbo.
What in the hell?
Heal. I don't know how to heal.
Heal. Yeah, thanks.
With
I'd
what?
love to. How do you heal? Heal and don't die. Great.
Okay, cool.
I don't know how to do that.
Take the gameplay modifier. What gameplay modifier?
What are you talking about? That? Is that the gameplay modifier? Oh, okay. Pick a crown. What the fuck? Crown of Life. No HP drops, big HP chest, more common. What? Crown of Guns. No ammo drops, more weapon drops. Crown of Haste. Pickups fade faster, are worth more. That's not good. Crown of Destiny. What in the hell? Free mutation, narrow future. Crown of Curses. A lot more curse chests.
That sounds bad.
Crown of Risk. More drops when at full HP, less drops when not. Well, I'm never at full HP. All of these sound bad. Can I not take any of these?
I mean, the one that says in next mutation is near. Like, that doesn't seem bad at all.
Yeah, but then it like, yeah. That's,
Free mutation, narrow future.
narrow future means I don't get to mutate
Could be a
again.
monkey's paw, but who knows?
Means I don't get to mutate again for the rest of the game. I'm assuming. These all seem like bad things. No HP drops. More HP chests. More weapon drops. I don't want more weapon drops. I have the golden gun.
Yeah.
Pick
What's
up
the
speed
first one?
faster. That's the more HP drops.
There's not one before it?
I mean, I think the one before it is Fairhead.
You could always say none.
Yeah, I can. What do you guys think? This is my first time ever seeing this. What is the nothing here option?
You only get one option for a mutation with the Crown of Destiny. Ah, but what is the upside to it?
All of these seem to have severe upsides and downsides. I can do one more free mutation, but it seems kind of weird that it stops all mutations from here on out, is what I'm getting from it. I'll do that. Fuck it. It's my first crown, I guess? One free mutation, select one mutation. It's got one item.
Yeah, that's what Jack was saying.
Enemies touching you take damage. Motherfucker, that's the shittiest one!
I think you get more of them over time, though.
Maybe. Jesus! Okay, it's cut time! Here we go! Okay, well, that fucking ended real quick.
Killed by a car?
Yeah, fucking car.
Well, can't say, dude, where's my car anymore, can we?
No, we can't. It's not allowed. I mean, we can, but people are gonna be real mad, especially the
Then
cars.
we'd have to reference Ashton Kutcher,
The
and I don't want to
cars are
think
gonna
about
be
that
mad
guy.
about it. What's wrong with Ashton?
I don't know.
What did he do?
He was really bad at Steve Jobs. I don't think he did a very good job in that role.
Really? I thought he was okay with it for the most part. I didn't see the movie. I just seeing him, I was like, oh, okay. Well, shit. I never saw Ashton Kutcher as being him. So when I saw the embodiment of it, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't know how he acted. So
Yeah.
if he acted,
That's
he
all
acted
right.
bad. How dare he? Act bad? Steve Jobs is a fucking legend, you know. You use Android, right?
No, he was Apple.
No, I mean you use Android, right?
Yeah, I thought you said he was Android.
No,
Like,
you use Android,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I mean, he's an asshole, but
Was he? What was?
Oh,
I
he was-
actually don't know.
yeah, Steve Jobs is known for being like a tyrant in the
Was he?
workplace. Very much like Miyazaki.
Oh fuck! Ah! I mean, yeah, I heard that he got taken away from his company at a certain time and then got brought
Yeah,
back,
he
but I
got
didn't know
kicked
the
out.
context behind it.
He like
The fact that he got brought back, I was
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, well, that's good.
for years he kind of like
Like, I don't-
disavowed his
I don't know.
daughter until like he finally reconciled, which was good.
But is
But-
that bad? What was the daughter? What was the problem with that? I disavowed
He was
some of my
married-
family members too. But what did he like do? Was it 'cause she's being shithead?
He had
or
a
was
kid
it,
out of wedlock
Ow, how did I get hit there?
and refused to believe that it was his daughter. For years,
Oh,
it was
he
like
had a kid out of
he
wedlock.
had a
Okay.
kid and refused to believe that it was his daughter, and like kind of like disavowed that and really didn't do much in her life for like the majority of her life. Eventually, he reconciled and
Huh.
kind of made peace with it, and took responsibility. But
I feel like there might be a
years of
greater
back growth.
context I need to look in before I
There's
kinda, like,
more to it than that.
put
Yeah.
my take on it. Yeah, some kills.
But he was known for berating people in the office and just like people were like, oh, he's a genius. It's like he was also an asshole. So let's not forget that.
If that's the case, that's not cool.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
Miyazaki. Miyazaki's a genius. Yeah, he's also an asshole. Like, let's not forget that context. He's
Is that-
known for making like mentally breaking down people and even animators committing suicide.
If
So like,
that's
let's
the
not.
case.
Yeah.
That's not cool at all.
Someone probably.
Oh,
All those
Jesus!
Miyazaki memes have been being brought up on Twitter lately. It's like,
No, I saw the Miyazaki's problematic, thing, and I was like, I don't know the context behind any of this, so I don't know.
you
how
can
to-
love his movies and respect his genius. Like,
I mean, you
he's a
could,
smart
but-
guy, but let's not forget the context of like.
Well, no, hold on.
he's also a
Miyazaki
dick.
animates all of it, right? On his
Yeah,
own.
all of it on his own. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
completely.
He definitely does, right?
He doesn't have a team of animators and artists and
Oh, this
producers
This
and
fucker destroys walls. I forgot about
background
it.
artists.
Yeah.
But he is the visionary, and like there's something to be said for the director. But seeing all those things are like, oh, Miyazaki's so relatable. It's like,
Is he? He's pretty bad.
he's old curmudgeon man yells at clouds.
Okay.
He's like, you guys don't have enough experiences to his animators who work on his staff. It's like, well, they're working. They spend their entire day at the studio and don't have time to go anywhere else. How are they supposed to have life experiences? Curmudgeon old man. I don't know. People romanticize Miyazaki so much, the same way they romanticize Steve Jobs. It's like,
you know me. I'm not in that gang.
no, you're not.
Yeah.
But other
Well, I'm just saying
yeah.
from somebody who doesn't know the
No, yeah,
context
you don't.
behind it. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't stand millionaires.
Yeah, I don't like. So many people romanticize those individuals for their genius. It's like, let's take the whole person into account. Like, they're very flawed. Let's not like make. I don't know. I don't like the god complexes some people put with those two individuals.
No, I'm with that as well. I don't know. I think I'm speaking very broadly with a lot of this.
I know more of it because I've watched like different documentaries and kind of seen the way he's treated some of his staff, and it's like.
If I may speak generally, then I think the god complex of somebody like a Tesla, which is an Elon Musk,
Oh God, he's on another
or
level.
a Jeff
That's horrible.
Bezos,
Yeah.
Bebo, or
Like as much as like.
or
Miyazaki
like an Apple
and,
Tim
like,
Jobs, or
Tim Jobs,
or even
Tim Cook.
Tim Cook. Sorry,
You want to call him Tim Apple?
Tim Apple. Yeah, no, that works. Or even a Nintendo version.
Miyamoto seems like a generally good guy.
No,
That's
but
part of
still,
it,
I
though.
would put him into the. He's not your
Yeah.
friend. I
No,
put
he's
them in that
not.
same camp of, type of stuff. I would definitely say that, hold them to a scrutiny that you would hold any other person. Don't give them the benefit of the doubt because they created something that you love. And us too.
Yeah.
I'm
not saying-
not that we're fucking multi-millionaire or incredible people or anything like that. But yeah, no, hold us to the same scrutiny you would hold any other fucking person.
Miyazaki,
Definitely.
I'm sure, as
Disney
a whole
too.
person.
I think Disney's like one of the big ones where you can be like, oh yeah. Walt was kind of a fucking prick, type of deal.
I mean,
Like,
the people that
get
worked with him didn't feel that at all. Multiple accounts from multiple people, even people that didn't like him. And I know people will go with like, oh, the anti-Semite thing. There's been proven like information from people that have worked for him around that time that have debunked that, and
Okay.
it's a rumor that's been brought up.
It might be
mostly by
something. It might be something different I heard then that I'm basing it off of. But
Yeah.
while I'm actively playing, I can't.
that it's like
I can't.
the
I can't create a good enough point.
it's like the Aquaman joke or like the Batman joke. Family Guy was at its zenith of popularity, and then everyone's like, that's right, Disney was anti-Semite. It's like, actually, there's a lot of information that contradicts that.
There was more than that, but that'll be something for a different.
A lot
time.
of that stems from Walt Disney had some, I forget who it was. There was an organization that was anti-Semitic, and he knew people in that organization, but he was known for not being that way with anybody. And there was a lot of people that worked with him that were Jewish that debunked that myth.
This was a thing that was entire. I wasn't even aware of that one.
Yeah.
This was something else, but doesn't matter. Speaking in general term, yeah. Hey, don't be a dick if you're in power. And if that's the case, for a Miyazaki or a Steve Jobs or a Tim Apple or anyone else, like, yeah, try and treat your people right. I liked that recently. So the conversation was along the lines of like, oh hey, we can't have a $15 minimum wage because it's gonna fuck up all this other stuff, right?
Oh no, my burrito's gonna now cost 15 cents more.
I saw that.
Will I do?
My empanada is going to be 50 cents more. Whatever am I gonna do? Meanwhile, the CEO makes $18 million,
Yeah.
and that's not what
Maybe
they make per
companies
year.
are
but,
less profit,
you know,
and they, I don't know, compensate their workers
I don't-
instead of.
It's as simple as saying yes. Oh, why don't you just take a pay cut? And there's economics that go way further than that, definitely. But yeah, I do think 100% that. Man, I'd pay $8 cents more or 2 cents more, or even fucking 20 cents more for my fucking gordito crunch.
It has also just raised the bar of like a lot of people are underpaid. Hey,
Yeah.
now minimum wage is
I get that.
$15. Guess what?
Oh, fuck.
Unions like the teachers and other people, like they're gonna be able to demand more. It's like, wait a minute, you're paying me barely above minimum wage? Yeah, sorry.
If we're gonna get into the complicated nature of that, yeah, absolutely. Oh wait, we're gonna have to pay everyone more. Yes, that's the point.
That's the point.
That's the point.
Yeah. Like things like Tesla, it's like, oh, they'll have less jobs. Like, well, if you close tax loopholes and make it less likely for them to send jobs overseas, they can't get away with that bullshit.
I will say this. Jen is a teacher who's been teaching for all of her adult life. What would you say that is?
Well,
we're
we've been out
31.
Been out of school. Well,
32.
we've been out of high
no,
school
I'm saying like, yeah, since
14
18
years.
30,
Jen's
14.
probably been teaching over a decade.
Making less than $20 a,
Yeah.
it's like, that's bullshit. I think that's bullshit. Fuck that, man. What up, True J? I'd address you by name, but you fell into the hive mind. And I find that ridiculous.
No, yeah, it is ridiculous. Like, people should be paid what they should be paid for, and
Let's
too
see
often
later.
companies, some companies do run into the actual point of like where it is a small company and like they can't, I don't know, for some reason, they can't pay the exuberant rates of some other places. That's fine, but you should be able to pay minimum wage, and if you can't afford to pay your workers minimum wage, then
I
you
agree,
don't
but
deserve.
I also think that the concept of a small business is no longer profitable, or not profitable. No, because that's the wrong way to say it. I misspoke. I fucked up on that. I didn't mean that. No longer feasible for anything that isn't a large conglomeration or somebody who has that kind of staying power. It's hard to create a small business nowadays when even at minimum wage, like it's fucking hard, right?
It depends on what the small business is.
Yeah, definitely.
There's lots of small business that can thrive, but
what I will say is this. Okay, just for an example, have you been paid for YouTube?
no.
Have I?
No.
Now it's different, obviously, because of a passion project type of thing. But I'm not saying like, passion projects are acceptable to be, put forth on the little side thing. It's fine if you're working towards your passion, you shouldn't get paid. That's an entirely different subject of what is.
I don't know if I agree with that sentiment, but
Okay,
I have to
what
form
is your-
more of a.
What are your?
I'd have to form an argument for that.
Okay. Some other time, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Bottom line, making a small business is one thing, but if you can't afford to even pay your workers minimum wage, you need to rethink your business strategy and rethink how many people you can actually employ and give them the benefit of having dignity.
Well, then, if I may, not rebut, but use that point, which is a very good point, and I agree with it, towards my current, what I said earlier, is that basically for like YouTube, I wouldn't hire an editor because I couldn't pay them their worth.
Yeah.
Because, they should be paid more than less than minimum wage. For context,
that's why I don't accept jobs if it doesn't meet my rate. It's like, sorry.
No, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. So if it appeared that I didn't say that, please, that's not my take. What I'm saying is that what I had previously when we were talking about with some of the other content creators, we were laughing about somebody was like, oh, we're looking for an editor, and the editor will be paid every 14 videos at $15 per video for a high class editor type of thing. And it was like, wait, so editing one of your videos is probably going to take at least 2 hours. Mm-hmm. You're paying $7 an hour maximum at best? Like, that's what I'm saying. I didn't say like, oh, anybody of a high skill set shouldn't be fucking paid, type of thing, or paid less, definitely not. Or, oh, it's a passion project, you shouldn't be paid less, that's not what I intended for what I was saying.
But yeah, I agree with a buddy of mine. He's like, I haven't found a single good argument against raising the minimum wage. Like, yeah, I haven't either. Like, yes, people deserve to be paid
from the
more.
Side. Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Like, too many people get underpaid in this life as it is because too many companies are all about profit and less about actually taking care of their workers.
Fuck.
Was a business supposed to be for profit? Yeah, you can be for profit.
No, businesses can be for profit.
Yeah.
But they can also benefit the workers.
You can also still pay your workers a decent living.
If it sounded ever like I said otherwise, that's not true.
And I get it.
It's not true.
It's simple to say. It's like, it shouldn't be. But hey, you shouldn't have to work 2-3 jobs just to make,
that goes through the shield.
Make your wages. One job should be enough.
Yeah, no, I hate the paid for exposure stuff, and obviously I'm actively playing a high fucking functioning game where I need my brain
paid for
other
exposure.
stuff. So.
I understand when you're a young artist and you kind of fall into that trap. It's really easy. Luckily now there's way more people that actually talk about it compared to 10 years ago, so most people are aware of not going into that rabbit hole.
If I may, I have a conundrum that I, as a not artist, I'm confused about, and I don't know how to quite feel about for the pay for it. Somebody posted up, and I'm sure you're aware of the concept of it. Somebody said, "Hey, emergency funds needed, artist. I'm gonna like cut down my cost. I'm gonna do quick sketches for like low cost." And I get that, but it seemed that they also capped it off. Mm-hmm. And I calculated the capped off rate. It was like $36 total. They're like, "Oh, taking in 8 people at $6 a sketch." And
Young artists will do that a lot.
No, I get that, but $36.
No, yeah, they're underselling their work. A lot of
it
artists. It
seems bad.
Yeah.
You know, especially for the work. The work that I saw, I was like, "Yo, you're talented. You're good." Like,
a lot of artists feel like if they don't put their prices really low, no one's going to buy their work. It's a lot of self-esteem issues to go with the most part. And also they know if they don't charge a lot, they're maybe more likely to find people that will just randomly throw them a few dollars, which it's...
the charge that they were putting forth, which was like rough sketches, something, you know, I would say would be like a almost like a C roll, almost like sketching, like a rough draft type of thing. They were like, "Oh, $6 per headshot," and I was like, "Yo, you are underselling your shit!" Like,
yeah.
And then they kept it off at 8 people, and I think at like $6 for 8 people, I was like, that's like, I'm bad at math, $40, like 36, 45, like whatever, you know. I was like, man, you are really underselling yourself. Like that feels. And I wanted to commission them because I was like, I want to help out and give you money, and it'd be cool to get some fan art. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel bad for only doing $6 or $8 or whatever it was. I was like,
it feels way too low.
I was like, that doesn't seem. And I don't know, like maybe I could tip more on top, or I don't know the system, you know, of what it was, because I didn't look into it. But I was like, hey man, like, or anyone, like, it really feels like you're really like, if you need $36, I think then maybe charge double and then
just
cut
get
that
one
total
commission.
to half.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like I don't know. So I'm asking you as an artist, like, what are your thoughts on something like an emergency? Like, hey, today I need to have this amount of funds.
I mean, as an artist, you're allowed to set whatever price you want at whatever you deem fit. So I'm not going to tell someone else what to do for their rates. I would say that
totally, yeah.
I'd say that for most young artists, they don't know what to charge because there's a self-esteem issue. And back in the day, most people didn't divulge their rates like they do now, where it's like plastered everywhere, and people are like, yeah, these are my rates. Like, for instance, mine is $35 an hour.
I feel like the rates are like the first page you see.
Yeah,
before you even get to the art of the person.
Yeah, most people put their rates
it's
right
almost
at
like a filter. If you can't meet this rate, don't show up for the.
Don't show up. Sorry.
And I understand that it's not that. It's not trying to be rude or mean or anything. But it's like, oh, okay.
Mine's considered like the industry standard too. Some people, like, you know, that do higher class stuff can charge anywhere from like 80 to 120. I think Jim Lee's is like 200 an hour or something like that, but he's Jim Lee. So
again, we've talked about it. I think you're underselling your art, honestly. Yeah. But regardless of that,
I mean, 35 is a good rate. It's more than what I make as a teacher.
I think
35.
If you're
depends
happy
on
with
who it is.
yeah. But definitely, like, I'm like, hey man, no, I value more than that.
It depends on who the client is. If it's a random like client that I know is not making a ton of money, it's like, all right, 35 an hour is not bad because that's a good rate depending on the work.
Oh fuck. I think the confusion comes forward with. If you can pay more, I should be paid more, rather than. And I think from a non-artist side of things, like, well, how do you gauge that? Like, how do
you just kind of test the waters? You kind of just start with a rate. Like, my rule of thumb is you start with the minimum wage, and if someone's not willing, you.
Well, definitely, never go below.
Yeah,
minimum.
You go the minimum wage, and then you think, how long is this going to take me?
What I was
and then
saying
you round up to the hour. Yeah,
the editor thing. Like, I edit our stuff, but I wouldn't pay anyone less than. I wouldn't feel comfortable paying anyone less than the minimum wage.
Yeah.
Which, at this point, I would assume would be $15. You know, while that's not the state thing, I would feel shitty, fucking abiding by it. You know, so you know what? I can't pay anyone to do that. Guess what? Our business model is not good enough to have that happen, so I'm going to take it upon myself. That's what I meant by passion project.
No, yeah, that's
like,
fine.
oh, I will put it upon myself then to work less than that, you know, type of thing. What does 5 Set say? God, I forget where it's from, but
They're
was
talking
a
about
congressional
how
hearing.
a congresswoman, the CEO, had some drug company, and basically she compared the bonus the CEO got with the increase of the price and critical drug they sell was funded by tax money, and saw that the bonus was almost the same as the extra sales from the more expensive drug.
Oh, well, so you're saying they equated their business model to make their profits be what her bonus was?
Yeah.
Is
Katie
that
Porter, apparently.
Is that a adequate understanding of it without having read it to the surface level?
Businesses should be able to make a profit if they want to, but there
Fuck
is
yeah.
a certain
Fuck yeah.
threshold where it's like you need to be able to pay your workers at least minimum wage, and if you can't do that, then you really need to rethink your business strategy. And also, like, yeah, it seems ridiculous that some people debate, well, this company can't afford benefits. It's like, well, do they deserve to be a company? I don't think so. Like, I'm sorry, but yeah, benefits should just be a part of jobs.
It should be linked to the human. Or maybe not linked to the human in the way, because that broad spectrum statement is not a close-all for how we handle healthcare.
Or if people in Congress are so afraid of that, then how about just have Medicare for all? Oh wait, they don't want that either.
Yeah, I would say
scumbags.
Definitely. Just from my statement, and this isn't a broad statement for like how I feel about economics and stuff, because again, I'm not somebody who understands how all that works. I'm just speaking from a guy who's trying not to get shot actively while I'm fucking talking. So hey, you know what? I qualify as a congressman, I guess. Anyway, I will say that based off of what I've seen, like, I think you should definitely pay people more in just the broad spectrum of everything.
Most young artists undersell their work.
Artists are not. Everyone.
Everyone
like,
a lot of people undersell the value of their skill and of their labor. It's just very more apparent when it comes to artists.
I think artists are
it's transparent.
in our digital age.
Yeah.
They're way easier to be put on the forefront.
Well, when you also have kids on TikTok saying artists should just do work for free, it's like,
no,
how about
that's
give you a big
stupid.
old middle finger to that?
That's fucking stupid. Ya boys, Maze. Mods, can we get Maze the Twitchling rank? And can I get a confirmation if that happened? If not, I'll get it after the stream. But if you guys can do a follow-up so I can make sure that it gets not missed, I would appreciate that. Thank you so much. Blue already did it. Thank you so much, Blue.
Thanks,
cool.
Blue.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you for checking things out.
So that argument blew up. I don't know that there's a problem with rent itself. It's more so when people charge exorbitant amounts of rent.
Well,
I'm not saying that rent control is the answer to that solution, but rent in itself isn't a terrible concept. But that's just said, there should be more affordable housing, especially here in California.
If I may say this, and if it ever gets a little bit too
Political?
too revealing for you,
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about a personal situation. And I know that's not everyone's situation. If I may, because I know a lot of the political aspect is landlords versus,
Right.
clients and stuff. Has me being a landlord, I don't take personal gripe with, oh, all landlords are assholes. No, I don't, because, 99,000 of them are assholes, yeah. Is what you see in California fair? Straight up.
In California, what we currently
As a
have?
general, yeah, we'll move it down.
I'd say not.
I would say not either.
I'd say in Colorado it seems fair. I don't think I agree with that statement of Blue that rent is just exploitative. I think in certain situations it feels like it's exploitation, but not all over the place.
I do know as a landlord myself, I would say that in our current situation with how everything goes, the fact that I can charge for rent helps subsidize the cost of owning this land and being able to live on this property.
Yeah, and it's
stuff
it's a fair rate too,
Yeah.
where it's like, hey,
that's the big thing.
rent itself
I want it
is
to
like,
be at a fair rate.
yeah, you're paying your fair
Yeah.
share for the place that you're living, which hey, I get it. A lot of rent is unfair. I live in California.
Absolutely.
I've looked at the rent. I know what it is. I know what my brothers pay.
Oh,
my brother
fuck.
lived in Alameda, and I think he was paying like $2,300 a month or something crazy like
Yeah.
that.
And I know our
California's
situation's different than the
ridiculous, yes.
general,
Yeah.
but
That was a one studio apartment too. Now it was in a nice part of Alameda, and he had a really good job. But if you think about it, it's like that was half his check just going to rent.
and I'm at 1 HP. Fuck.
That's ridiculous.
And for consideration for everyone else, without giving numbers, I'm not saying like as an excuse like landlords. No, you're wrong. Some of them. No, all of them are fucking dickheads. But being one myself, I'm like, hey. I'm personally trying to make a difference. Like I'm trying to do the right thing by being a landowner, like type of thing. Like, you know.
In California, comes down to a lot of people are moving into the state, which is not a bad thing. It's cool. I like that new people come to the state. That's
I think
fine.
most people are trying to move out now.
And then
actually,
the locals are
right?
moving out because
Well,
they can't afford it.
yeah,
And then other people
yeah.
are coming in, which raises the price. Which, you know, there should be some kind of
toxic
things
culture.
that help balance that out to where it's not so much of a bubble and it's forcing out the local people. There are issues with rent, but I don't have a problem with rent being a concept in general.
as for rent control, I do think I need to educate myself personally
I'd need to know more
for
about
those
it.
rent-controlled areas in order to speak on it.
It's
in a greater context.
It's a
Again-
multi-layered issue.
Again, for anyone else, guys,
Yeah.
we're on a gaming
Yeah.
channel.
I'm
like,
not a
you know.
land developer.
We're not experts. We're not. You know, this is just personal opinions, and they can
Rent is a
change.
multi-leveled issue that comes down to multiple things, which is the person that owns the land, the people like then the government, and all these other things that have to be paid because someone has to pay for it. It's nice to live in a fantasy world where none of that exists, but that's not real life. So it's silly to kind of think of it in that kind of aspects.
If we lived in a land where this was all perfect, I would have all my friends to live with me. If I had the ability to.
I'd be like Bill Watterson and I'd own a cabin in the woods.
No, fuck yeah. I would just have friends. I'm what would you call it? Your style of losing energy by being in a social, what is it? But I gain. Extrovert, introvert? Is that the correct term?
Yeah, I'm more introverted.
Yeah. I love having roommates. I kind of go wild if I don't have a roommate, like in a way.
In a
you
way,
know?
yeah.
I like, you know, and yes, there are more things that you have to worry about or like deal with, and it's definitely more people inside of that area and things like that. But I definitely think that having roommates is something that I enjoy, which I think is actually perfectly suited for, oh fuck, I hit the button too late, for California living, because honestly, California living, if you don't have a roommate, I don't know how the fuck you're surviving, or you're getting paid a lot.
To say that the landlord doesn't do anything, I feel like that's a false statement within itself.
I I can only speak of myself as a quote-unquote landlord. I'm not a landlord.
If you have a screwdriver, can find one. That's the
like,
car that takes you into the void.
I've already been in there, though.
Oh, okay.
Is there...
This is a new playthrough.
No, but that got us the golden gun for the new character.
Well, you can probably get like another thing. Does it replace it?
I don't know. That's why I paused. Can we get a confirmation if I still need to use the screwdriver in this junkyard area, please?
It depends on who the landlord is, but some landlords actually fix their properties and maintain them and do all the labor themselves. Like, it really depends on who the landlord is in the situation itself.
It's definitely a rarity. I will say that. I hold myself to the same standards that I hold for the channel, for the same standards that I hold for just everything. I landlord like I do the channel shit, like I do the other stuff. It's like, you know what? This is a fair thing, and if it's under the lower rate, then that rate needs to be fucking lowered for everybody else. Fuck it. That's what it is. But yeah, I've seen a lot of landlord hate, and honestly, I'm kind of like, oh man, like, it hurts me. In the stupidest ways, in the most pettiest ways, and it's like, well, man, I'm not with them. But at the same time, it's like, man, I hope.
But as a landlord, you have bills to pay, and the people that are living on the property, you still have to pay those bills, so the people are paying their fair share to live on that property. Now,
TLDR, I'm whining. I'm in a position of...
I mean, I can't get fully behind the, like, argument of that all rent should just be gone. Just like
If it could,
that'd be great.
I think that would be awesome.
I'd love not to pay rent.
If it could, and I could sell my property, I'd fucking opt in as soon as possible. I don't like being a landlord. I don't like it. It makes me feel scummy.
I mean, you could say middlemen are also people that are producers in films and whatnot. There's always a middleman for something because the middleman does the work that you don't want to fucking do.
Well,
as an artist, I love when I had middlemen in the company sometimes because they would deal with all the stuff that I don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of stuff that I'm sure a landlord deals with that I'm not aware of because I don't own any land. And there's shitty landlords just like there's shitty people and there's good people, you know? There's shitty landlords and there's good landlords. There's subjects of all different types. It's always really easy for people of any profession to look at someone else and be like, well, clearly they're not doing anything. It's like, or clearly there's things about that job that you're not really aware of that cause different issues and you're just not
I'm getting goofy
privy to them.
hard. I won't fucking say.
Do I still do art? I was literally just doing art before this stream started.
Yeah, I will say some of us are trying to help. It's not many. And I'm sorry the situation is what it is.
Hey, some of us
are trying to make things better.
I'm all for like having, you know, free affordable housing for people that can't afford it. I'm all for
my
lower
mom. I will
housing
say this.
costs.
I will say this as my mom is on. If I may, we've lived basically on Section 8 up until my grown adult life, and my mom still lives on Section 8.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that.
But that really put my.
I would love for
if
more
I was
money
able
to be
to
put
own
to
the
that
property,
stuff.
that put my perspective into like, hey, you shouldn't fucking charge more than what's necessary. That's all it was for me, honestly. Like, and I know not everyone's the same situation, but.
Not everyone that's a landlord owns the property in its entirety and doesn't pay any bills on it. Yeah. Some people still have to pay.
Paying.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah, no.
There are
I'm not. I'm saying for the everybody.
There are landlords that own the property that is dictated by someone else that how much they have to pay per month, which is usually why there's rent because they have to pay for that. Now, I think rent control in California itself, especially here in the Bay Area and SoCal. It's out of control. Like, it's way too high, especially when people are like, oh, let's get the minimum wage to $15. Like, it's been that in San Francisco for a while, and it's still not enough to live here because it just keeps on escalating.
Jack, was there an Ask Us Anything that we missed?
I'm going to get that Ask Us.
Okay,
yeah,
you got it.
I'm going to answer that in a second. Yeah, I was just going to finish my statement on it.
I just want to make sure you got it. That's cool.
So...
Yeah, it's a
complicated situation.
We're talking in California, and we're talking from our own singular perspective. It's not the same for everywhere, and also, we're playing a video game.
What I would, I'm all for stamping out homelessness. I'm all for like having more money go towards Section 8 housing and other people that can't afford that. I do think people should have the ability of all backgrounds to be able to have some place to put a roof over their heads. But I'm just not totally behind the whole concept of just expunge rent. It's like, it's more complicated than that. You're like, hey, I have a stack of dominoes. I have a Jenga tower, and I'm literally going to pull 5 blocks from the bottom and see what happens.
If I may, Blue is asking, but if the cost of rent is the cost of owning and maintaining the house, what is the point of a landlord taking more than that from the people actually living in the house?
That would be a form of exploitation then, but not entirely. It depends on how much is being taken. Because remember, the landlord that's
there's more aspects to it than just that. The cost of rent, yes.
Right.
The cost of maintaining, yes. But on the other side, and I don't know how you're bringing things in. There's property taxes. There's other stuff. You might.
Maybe they paid off the land and now they're paying themselves back for the property that they own.
You might say that is something that is put into rent, and it could be. But on the property side of things, not everyone is proportionate to that.
Yeah, Jack, I'm gonna get to it.
It's all different. It's a very, very detailed thing. It's not as simple as just, hey, don't overcharge. Yes.
Yeah.
Please don't overcharge.
Please don't exuberantly overcharge
Please
your
don't fucking
tenants.
overcharge.
Yeah.
Even as a landlord, like, please don't overcharge your people.
Yeah.
Like, be a facilitator for somebody else to flourish. Please do that.
Yeah. But this all comes down to like paying people a fair rate.
Yeah.
And not
I agree.
overcharging
Yeah,
people.
do the same thing. And if you can't, then, well, your shit's not up to scuff. Or, then you're not up to there. Then.
But yeah, it's a multifaceted issue, and it comes down to a case-by-case basis. But yeah, there should be
really
more
does.
laws to prevent exploitative nature of what people do as landlords. I'm not against that, but, you know, to just do I don't like blanket statements in general for anything. So when people make those big, broad things, other than, I know we agree with the $15 an hour thing.
Yeah.
But I guess that's a blanket statement, but it's somewhat different. It's
here's the weird thing: $15 an hour in California really doesn't fucking
do anything.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
$15 an hour.
But that's the blanket statement
I think we're at like 13 for like in the East Bay for most places, and San Francisco's like up to 16.
I can't accurately say what it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But I will say, 100% without knowing the numbers, it's not fucking enough.
Yeah, no.
I will say, because I have friends who work in the service industry who have done it their entire lives, who can cook for Michelin
star restaurants.
Michelin star restaurants, and have worked for Michelin star restaurants, still make fucking bullshit wages.
Yeah.
I think that's a fucking horrendous thing.
Most people in general
Do I
just
think they
wanna-
should get paid
yeah.
like, you know, oh, okay, then $60 an hour? Well, I don't know. I think that should be taken into account and figured out for, oh, God, for what's going on, you know? But I do think absolutely anyone who works retail should make more than $15 fucking dollars an hour, especially in California, where $15 an hour nets you fuck nothing.
Yeah, like.
And I get it. Oh, living in California is a fucking, you know, that's a privilege.
You were born in California. I don't know how much of a privilege it is.
All I have, and all Sam has too, from my knowledge.
Yeah.
We have the experience of California. So
We've
we're
only
speaking
lived in
from
California.
a Californian, yes, and it may be ignorant to other stuff. But I do think that we're on the higher tier of the lower tier.
Yeah, and I'm not complaining about us not getting a higher rent, like a higher increase in like minimum wage. Like that's fine. Give the other states.
Fuck. Oh shit! It goes through my shields.
Why is that I don't see a bad problem with like someone
in
in Oklahoma making as much as someone in San Francisco. Then San Francisco should have to raise its prices too.
I'm totally fine with that as well. All right. I think everyone, like I said earlier, everyone should be fucking paid the appropriate amount that should benefit. Nobody should, TLDR, nobody should fucking work a 40-hour job and feel like they can't
pay their bills.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
People should be able to afford what they need and be able to live fruitfully.
No matter what.
Yeah.
I don't
If
fucking,
you have a
if it
job,
comes down to that,
doing it,
and you
yeah.
say otherwise, no. Ah! If you say otherwise, you're fucking wrong. I don't like you. But, you know, and you can say I'm wrong. But I do think anyone, no matter what the job, for $40, stay away.
That's about what I thought, Oilist. So
that's my TLDR.
Washington
if I may clarify.
D.C. has a minimum wage of 15. California is 14, which sounds about right. Last time I was paid
It's
minimum
still
wage
not enough.
was
15 is not enough.
I'm not saying.
But
it's
if
not.
that's what, no,
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if what we're fighting for, stop, fucking stay, you fucking spider,
Especially
bitch.
because that-
you big fucking.
That $15 an hour is really going to help those middle states where like the minimum wage is a lot lower and really up the quality of life for a ton of those people.
The AI runs at you as soon as you hit them with a.
Yeah, federal minimum wage is $7.25. California's always been far more progressive than it.
And it's still not enough for California, though.
Yeah, that's why it's constantly increased in California.
Yeah.
Over the years.
Anyway, my TLDR.
When I got out of high school, I think it was like $12.45 or something like that.
So I don't personally remember, but I will say this: if you are not paying your people to where they can work 40 hours a week,
it's on the back of my head pad.
If you can pay $40 a week, or not $40, sorry, 40 hours a week to a person and they still can't make rent, there's a problem. I don't care if that money is $60 an hour. I don't care if that money is $20 or $80 or $1,000 an hour. If they can't live off of a 40-hour a week job,
and they're being
That's
responsible with their
that's
money,
fucked
then
up.
yes, then it is messed up.
yeah, that's fucked up. Simple as that. So, you want to say like, oh, well, what is the appropriate amount per state? Well, it depends on property taxes, and that's a lot of,
It depends on
different
per
things.
state.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I see the minimum wage is increased, I'm like, cool. Can my rate increase then for what I get paid as a teacher as well? Can we force our hand a little bit? Like, hey,
It would be nice, but you're also not
Yeah.
saying. You're not saying.
yeah, I'm
hey,
saying
pay them less because.
no, pay
Yeah,
them
doesn't
more and then
help
pay
anyone.
me more.
Yeah. Pay both of us more, you
Yeah,
fucks.
pay both of us more.
That's, I think, the TLDR for a lot of this. Like, yeah. No.
I don't live an extravagant lifestyle, and I'm fine with that. I like the simple things.
I will back him up.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I live a very moderate lifestyle, and I don't feel
Sam's pretty. If I'm not saying this in a negative
Conservative?
way, but you're very conservative,
Yeah.
penny pinching, kind of.
I don't buy
you
in
choose
excess.
you choose your purchases very
Yes,
carefully.
exactly.
If I may.
The word conservative, unfortunately, has a negative connotation in days right now, but the word in itself, in its meaning, yeah. But unfortunately, you say it, it's like you just think of politicians, and then you're like, I need a bat, I'm gonna hit something.
You still got your like impulse purchases and stuff like that, But
For the most part, yeah, I guess, but I don't have too many impulse purchases.
I'm saying you still
I'll
have
save-
them.
I'll
but
save
not
for
your,
a long
not your,
time.
You're devoted to them. Wow, I hit the shield and it.
Pretty
okay.
much anything that's an impulse
Fuck,
purchase
man.
is something I've been thinking about getting for a long time, and then I wait on it, and then I finally do it. It's like my new computer.
I'm similar. Okay, so I think I've been fucking.
I can finally,
the
yeah.
AUA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can finally
move
get to
the
that.
Top. Yeah, I think I fucked up.
So
and-
yeah, I was still doing art this morning. I'm working on I was still working on that thing that was on the art stream back in November. I'm finishing that up. Favorite medium? I really like working in ink. I love working in watercolors. Those are my main two jams:
What
ink
about
and watercolor.
how does was it gouache?
I haven't messed with gouache too much.
Gouache, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah,
How
I'm
does,
still
how does
learning.
gouache rate for you? Is
I
it
don't know yet.
Top five?
I
maybe?
barely used it, so
Okay.
I can't have a good barometer. Watercolor is probably my favorite thing to paint with because it's the only thing I'm good with painting at.
Seeing people paint in watercolor and still have that opacity underneath,
Yeah.
and then seeing people do gouache and not having that underneath,
Yeah.
fucks me up. I'm like, wait, how do you know where any of the previous layers were? Like, how do you? They were like, oh, I'm gonna paint this skyline, and then they draw it, and then they gouache the basic shapes, and then the shapes are gone because I'm like, wait, they did all monotone color. How do they? And they fucking every single time like, oh nope, still have all the shapes and I'm still awesome. I'm like, how do you do that, you fucking amazing person? What the fuck? Gouache blows my fucking mind.
Yeah, I don't really
Or
care.
gouache, sorry.
Yeah, I don't
Gouache
really care
blows my
for
fucking mind.
oil painting. I did it in college. I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan of clay sculpture. I've done that a couple of times. I've done ceramics. It's fine. It's just too messy, and it gets all under your fingernails. And then cleaning up is a pain in the butt. You need a dedicated space for it,
Dedicated in the way of like a
like a
kiln or
studio.
something? Or
Well, you need like a
studio?
kiln, and you need a studio, and just a space to work on it. Like I would
Okay.
love to get back into sculpting, but I don't have. I don't have the room for it. There's nowhere in this place that I could do get sculpey and.
Hey man, maybe next place.
But yeah, so there's other mediums I would love to. Oil is another one that's really hard because even if I wanted to get into oil painting, which I don't really like oil painting, you got to use turpentine and you got to use different chemicals, and then you have to dump the chemicals in a certain place.
What is gouache considered? Is that
Gouache
oil?
is a water-based
Water-based,
paint.
okay.
So it's like
It felt thicker, so I didn't know quite what it was.
it had it's thicker, but if you add water to it, it'll act like watercolor, or it'll act more like acrylic if you add less to it.
Thinnable.
Yeah, you can thin it. Because
okay.
it's a water-based, you can add water to it and get a thinner version of it. A lot of people like to blend use watercolor as a base underneath, and then will sometimes go to gouache. But gouache is basically a thicker watercolor, and it comes in tubes, whereas most watercolor comes as a more dried state. Gouache also, when it dries, is really hard to reinvigorate. Basically, once it dries, it's kind of toast. It's not dead in the water, but it's kind of
gouache
hard.
kind of how and I'm speaking in a sense of the non-artist. Is gouache kind of like how I assume like to be what art to be when you're painting it on, say, a canvas, something that is leveled up or pulled up. It's thick, at least. But would you be able to like work it down, or say you did something and you're kind of like, oh, that did turn out too thick, and then after it's dried, you could kind of work it with maybe like a water brush and kind of work it down, or is it like oil where it dries and that's it? That's your fucking thing. You said it's watercolor based. It seems like almost if you kind of...
You can manipulate it by adding water, but you got to be careful because the paper eventually only has so much tenacity, and eventually it'll just start to kind of break apart.
Yeah.
And you don't want to pull up your layers too much when you're working in gouache.
I understand. I'm asking from a perspective of like, oh yeah, no, there's 1,000 other things that will fuck with it from beyond there. But if you're only concerned for this one thing.
That's cool, Yowza. Becoming either an art therapist or a normal therapist. That's cool.
What's an art therapist?
Using artist therapy, like meditation and like just ways of kind of working with patients and doing different art techniques and different art lessons in order, like, it's hard to kind of like explain, but yeah, basically a form of therapy by using art.
If I may, is it the subject or the person or the person who is in therapy doing the art, or is it?
From my understanding, it's the person that is in therapy does the art, and it's led by some kind of art therapist that will help do it.
It's not like a Rorschach thing where it's like, well, tell me what you feel from this.
No, it's nothing like that.
Okay.
It's more so using art, from my understanding, as an expression for patients to deal with trauma or find a way to express themselves in a healthy way, either through like ceramics or painting or drawing.
I've heard a lot. I've heard a lot about that from other people as well. Yeah,
you can tell me if I'm off base, but that's my understanding of it.
That sounds helpful. Yeah, it's a form of expression, you know?
But yeah,
that sounds cool. So you're studying to be an art therapist?
Think of it as like normal art class, but it's for therapy.
Yeah. Well, is there a medium that prevails for art therapy for something like that? Or?
It just depends on the instructor, just like an art teacher.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I mean, like for you, whoever's doing it.
That would Yowza.
Yowza. Would that be something? What is your medium of choice for?
Well, Yowza said they really like charcoal. They also like oil painting and digital painting. I like digital artwork as well. I don't think it's my favorite, but I also really like doing it. I think the most relaxing and therapeutic is definitely doing watercolor and doing watercolor is my favorite, because most of the time that is accompanied by going somewhere and being outside in nature and then painting it. From a pleb
like me, if I was going to go into art therapy or something, I would assume something that's accessible would be
like acrylics or ceramics would be like a nice starter.
What medium would even be accessible?
I'd say ceramics or acrylic, and it would just do.
What about like just drawing?
Well, abstract art. Drawing would be fine too, but doing a lot of art therapy doesn't focus on critical fundamental techniques, and it's more about like, let's do abstract painting. What you're showing. Let's make a pot. Let's make something simple that's accessible, because most of the people that are taking it might not be artists.
That's why I was I'm not an artist. If I was going to join that, like,
Zentangles would probably be something that would be good, which is like a repetition of patterns and just finding like there's easy ways to teach lessons to people that aren't artists that can make it easy, and there's ways to teach people art and create something interesting, kind of like.
That's pretty cool. I mean,
it's not the same, but like drunk painting, kind of ideal.
I would say for myself personally, if I may, I wouldn't know what medium to go for.
Oh, if you hate charcoal? Yeah, my bad.
No. But if I was going to be like, okay, I was going to enter into something like, try. To express yourself through this medium as kind of like a therapeutic thing.
It's more of a guided method, similar if you're working with students. It's all about like, hey, we're going to make this thing, and they'll give you, most good art teachers will give you free reign on where to go with that topic, but they'll show you like step by step, hey, it's like if you have paint by numbers, but with a different medium, and usually art therapists will use different ones and like probably have a set of like I don't know, 20 different lessons they make and pull on whenever they
My
want to use.
idea of it would be like Jen does like kind of like the paint and have it's like wine and paint night. Where
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
oh,
very
paint
similar.
this, and we're gonna guide you for what the paint says.
It's
and
exactly like
stuff.
that.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
without the alcohol, but it's the same type of concept.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but yeah, no. I was kind of like, what is the curriculum like for something where it's like everyone has a different
Yeah.
set of what's going on? Like,
That all
how do you
changes,
create kind of
yeah.
a general pattern when everyone's medium might be different?
Well, you just create like something.
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors
Again,
that go
I'm not
into
an
it.
art teacher, so I was kind of like, oh, how the fuck
You
do you
have to
guys
go
do this?
based on,
It
like-
seems magical to me. Like, how the fuck do you guys?
So for me,
Damn.
whenever I make an art lesson, it's like what materials do my students have available? What stuff do I have in the classroom?
Yeah.
What is something I can use for my 200 plus students that is going to be carry through for everyone? Whereas if you're an art therapist, you may only have maybe like 20 students. So, but then it depends on your budget. Like, what do you have in your budget? There's
Oh,
a lot
fuck.
of easy
Oh,
ways
fuck.
of doing
I'm
art
dead.
and
I'm
making
fucking
stuff
dead.
abstract. Yeah, you're probably dead.
Yeah, I'm fucking dead. Fucking Jesus! Why is there so much fire? Fucking put it away! I'm so sorry, everyone. We were having a serious conversation, and now my ass is just fucking blasting away, bastards! Oh my god.
That's awesome. Yeah. So, I mean, being someone that's worked in special education and
Fuck.
I've worked in all all
14.
ages from like K through 12. I've taught high schoolers. I've taught middle school. I've worked with severely handicapped children, children with autism.
Piece of garbage.
Lots of different, I've done every form of teaching except for like preschool. Like that's the only thing. I've done kindergarten as well.
Shit.
So I have an experience with all different age groups. I think that's awesome that you're looking to working with younger kids because you're right.
That's super cool. If
So
this-
many kids have trauma that they don't get to talk about. And my favorite thing through education that's being more talked
I
about
died.
now and is kind
So
of
sorry.
more on the prominent side of like what education is talking about is how to relate more to kids and treating them more as complex human beings instead of just saying like, oh, they're just kids and then just rolling it off and be like, they'll be fine. It's like, or how about you get to the heart of the issue and try and help them to deal with all of life's, pitfalls and intricacies and
Yeah. everything
everything that comes with it. But I actually kind of like charcoal. I'm not a huge fan of it, but life drawing with charcoals can be fun.
If I may,
It's
as
just
somebody who enjoys and has enjoyed your art since fucking high school, man.
Yeah.
I love your sketchy stuff.
I like keeping it like rough and loose for that
I
stuff.
love
That's fun.
like back when I had the band before.
Yeah.
If I may not say anymore. I love the rough drawings that you do, and I know
Rough drawings are fun.
I know you have more than that.
Yeah.
But personally, if I may have a preference, I think that was the coolest shit I've ever. When you did that, I was like, holy fuck, like, this guy's a god. Like, this is amazing. Like, this is so fucking cool that he turned however, like, I felt about myself into a visible drawing. Like, and I think there's a lot of power in that. So I think, like, the art therapy stuff is super fucking cool. But I also think, like, if I was going to go into it, it would have to be something open to everybody so
Yeah.
that they can, show themselves through that art. That's why I was concerned about like, oh, well, what medium do you go through if it's somebody who's never done art type of thing? And you said, charcoal and stuff. And I was like, okay.
There's a lot of
If that's an easier one to go through, that's cool. That's
It really just
fucking
depends on what you want to aim for with the lesson, and like there's so many ways you can go about it that can seem accessible to people.
Okay.
Doing more abstract stuff like a Jackson Pollock
Bye,
type
Maze.
display in a maze is usually a lot easier than saying like, hey, we're going to try and draw the human figure. That's a little bit more of a daunting task.
Yeah, that does seem like it's got more like a base behind it type of thing. Yeah, that's very revealing for a lot of what I assumed. Oh, I'm gonna fucking die here. Oh my fucking god! There's so many bullets.
But yeah,
What do I do?
to like conclude that question,
Oh great, big bandit.
there's a lot of different mediums that I enjoy using.
Fuck.
If I had more space and more money, to explore and probably more time.
Yeah, more time's the big thing, right?
Yeah, if I had the space, I would love to get back into sculpting. I didn't even do watercolor until about 2 years ago. I did a little bit in college. I never really liked oil painting because honestly, I just never had the space for it. And on top of that,
more like having to deal with shit, right?
Oil
like
takes too long to draw.
And, yeah.
It's so much prep time and it takes so much stuff to do, and it's really expensive. And
I would think if you had like assistants or somebody who would help you along the path.
I'm impatient.
And
I don't like the slowness of the medium. The medium takes so long to like paint it and then wait.
Okay. Yeah.
Paint it and then wait, and I'm just like, I just want to paint now.
But my paints, they're out.
Wait for this paint to dry. How long is it gonna take? 4 days. Fuck.
Is that really how fucking long it takes?
Oil can take forever to dry.
Jesus Christ.
Even under hot lamps, like 4 days is an exaggeration, but I had a painting that I did for class. It was an oil painting as a homework assignment. I let that bastard dry for a day and a half. It was still wet.
Did you tell your teacher, sorry, I can't turn it in on the date? I didn't have 4 days to let it dry out.
I had it in a plastic bag.
What the fuck?
In a plastic garbage bag, and I took it on BART and
That's
was careful
insane.
standing up the entire way to make sure that motherfucker didn't get wasted.
That's insane.
God, I hated oil painting.
I've seen some of the wood turn.
I love looking at it. I hate working.
Yeah, I've seen some of the wood burning. If you meant wood burning or wood turning is what they said, but
Yeah.
I assume they meant wood burning. Yeah, just the way that it can kind of like turn and curl based off of what you're doing. It's pretty awesome.
I like super sculpting when it comes to working in sculpture. Yeah, I think that medium's really nice because it's way less messy. I mean, it's still messy, but it's not.
Super sculpty
is like a form of clay, but it's more solid and it's more scraps than it is. Like when you think of clay, you tend to think of the gray, gooey, liquidy kind, right? Or like it's squishy and you gotta add water to it. Like ceramics. I don't like that medium just because it's too messy.
When I think of clay, I think of something that's.
Think Play-Doh.
And I think Play-Doh. Yeah. Consistency at least. You know, I don't think anything that if I left it out, it would. If I left a handful of it out in a ball shape,
it would dry.
In an hour, I assumed it would dry.
Super
I wouldn't assume it would like melt out into the land, you know.
Super Sculpey is different. It stays with more consistency. It doesn't have to be hydrated, so it'll stay malleable and sculptable for a pretty long time before it's not good anymore. And then you just heat it up in the oven like you would with any, and it can be done in a conventional oven.
Okay, so it's got a dry time of
like
at
months.
Ambient temperature,
Yeah.
nothing.
Of like,
But
yeah,
then unless
it'll harden like after.
Oh,
there's a
you
mimic.
fucking piece of shit mimic! Sorry.
They'll usually harden like after like a couple months, but that's about it.
Over time, just the moisture leading out of it. Okay.
Yeah,
So
just get
unless
to a
you
point.
purposefully change it,
You want to use it fairly recently, but like Super Sculpey can last for a long time. And I don't know the proper name of what that material is. I just know it by that because it's what I used in college for a couple of assignments where I had to sculpt.
That makes sense.
I had to sculpt a maquette, which
Max
was fun.
HP. A maquette is what, a human figurine?
Yeah, it's like what they would use in animated movies. You would see them. I don't think they do them anymore. Now they probably just do 3D renders and 3D print. If they need a 3D model of a character. But back in the day for like Disney films on Beauty and the Beast and Emperor's New Groove and any like old 2D feature, they would have a sculpture artist take that character design and they would sculpt a 3D model of it. So like the lead animator would have something they can turn around as like a bust.
Yeah, so you can tell the movements and the motions in the 3D. Yeah.
It's so that you have a reference and you're like, well, how would this look from looking from above or looking from below?
How would this look if I was gonna turn it 45 degrees to the
Exactly. So you can see all angles, which is the whole purpose of it, and it also just allowed you to, in a physical way, sculpt out that character. See, like this is what it would look like in 3 dimensions. Does it look weird? No. Well, then this is the design to go with. So that was part of the reason why we would do that in college. Is it was part of our character design course, and we do it as the last assignment.
Hi, bitch.
We like design the character and then we sculpt the character. It was a lot of fun. I really liked working with sculpture. I think that's the one medium along with gouache that I'd like to get better at. I have no desire to get better at oil. I've tried realism.
Oil seems like something if you were... Wow, I hurt myself. Fuck. Oil seems like one of those ones if you had the opportunity to,
I would still
and
not
you weren't
do
the one cleaning it, and it was in a situation
I
where
would
it
still
was...
not do it.
I mean, okay, yeah.
It takes too long to dry. Like I like mediums that are quick, and gouache dries quickly.
You're a digital style, not digital artist, but your digital style where it's like, yeah, my work needs to be considered by the end of the day. Like I need to have.
I like quick drying mediums, which is watercolor, gouache. Acrylic's fairly quick drying, but ink, charcoal. I like dry mediums. I like mediums that dry quickly and don't make me have to wait forever. Things that.
What is just for shits and gigs? What is quickly? Is it like 30 minutes, or is it what is the timeline of something like a before you get to go to the next step? I was spray painting the other day for some of the car part stuff that I was doing, and I was like, man, these dry times suck. And I thought about it, and I was like, well, do they really, or are they pretty quick? Like, I honestly don't know. I was spraying down like a base on things, and I was like, well, I honestly don't know what the dry times are. Am I whining about something that's 20 minutes or 12 minutes to fucking
you can
dry?
actively
like, what is
apply.
it like for something like a watercolor or a gouache or an oil, which is forever? I understand that.
Gouache has a pretty quick dry time of like maybe under 30 seconds.
Holy shit!
Where you can start going in and like
before you start layering stuff.
Yeah, before you can start layering, like 30 seconds to like a minute 30 or something like that. It depends on how much paint you're applying down.
Yeah.
Because since gouache is a water-based medium, it depends.
3D pens, 5 sets is asking. Have you used any 3D pens?
No, I've not used any 3D pens.
That is, you're playing 5D chess on my 1D brain with a 3D pen.
I mean, 3D pens like just a form of sculpting, but no, I've never messed with them. They literally are just a pen that oozes out gunk.
And you draw it into 3D space. Yeah, I get what they are, but they're way the fuck beyond me. I could never do something like that. I still have trouble, if I may, on tablet and stuff, like just trying to be like, oh yeah, how do I draw on this medium that's not paper, but have it show up, great big dog, but have it show up as I expect, you know?
Yeah, oil pastels are fun too. I haven't used them since I was a kid.
Jesus, how did I dodge any of that?
It mostly comes down to price for a lot of stuff, and also comes down to...
I'm gonna fucking die here.
Yeah, it just kind of depends.
Fuck.
Chalky stuff is fun too every now and then when you're messing around.
I was going
but
for
if
the
it comes
health
for
kit.
like a piece that I actually want to make, watercolor and like ink are like my favorite traditional mediums to use.
What up, Striker?
Hey, Striker.
I fucked it up.
It takes a while.
I was trying to go for that HP pack, and I fucking...
If you're used to drawing, it takes about a month to really get the hang of it. Longer if you're not used to drawing.
Yeah. I just recently saw, if I may, you've referenced it before, the polar bear you drew on our friend.
Yeah.
It was like 6 or 7 years ago or something like that. I think his name was Evan. For the one.
That was the first time I met him, and it was the last time I ever saw him.
But I was gonna send you the picture and be like, "Hey man, good stuff, right?" Like your images for where you drew on him with marker and stuff. That was fun.
Everyone else was drawing dicks.
How is the human canvas based off of other canvases?
Oh, it sucks. It was the first time I've ever drawn on anybody, and it's the last time.
Oh man.
Congrats to any like tattoo artists, because you guys and gals and everybody else are amazing. I can't do it. It's too movable.
I'll send you those photos, but yeah, it's a very a weird. It's not a singular. You're like, oh, you're doing canvas. That motherfucker's tight. It's gonna stay where it is. Yeah, skin kind of stretches.
I remember
and
that
pliable.
moment vividly. He was turned over on his side. It was on his left shoulder blade, I believe. Or was his right shoulder blade?
I was his right, but yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I don't think you're...
Oh,
I
no,
think
yeah,
you're seeing it appropriately.
It wasn't his left because he was sleeping on his left side on the couch, and he was like, yeah, it was his right shoulder
but
blade.
I'll show you the pictures. They're silly. They're fucking silly, man.
It depends, Gabby. So for most of the couchlings, I'll sketch it out on paper just to figure out what I want to do, and I'll do some thumbnails and just kind of get some ideas for like the pose, and then I'll take it and either I will take a picture of that and blow it up on my computer, or I'll just try and rough it out on the computer itself.
Jesus, Big Bandit, get the fuck out of here.
I like to draw my thumbnails on paper first. I like to rough out my ideas on paper. It feels more natural. And then I'll take those concepts and then take them digitally and go all the way from there.
Fuck, I got Big Bandit and this bitch. Fuck! I was really in a bad place on that one. God damn it. I had Big Bandit and then the Super Scorpion, which would both kill me in like 2 hits.
Yeah, there's a reason why I never became a tattoo artist either, Yowza, because the idea of spelling things on people's bodies, I know I'm gonna get it wrong. Instead of writing donuts, I'd write D's nuts or something like that.
D's nuts. Or is it what was the one with the Snickers or whatever it was?
Get hungry, I'd probably write get angry.
Get angry. Yeah. I mean,
all right, 5 sets of 7.
But you
have
also
a good one.
Have a good one, 5. You also said like if you were gonna get tattooed, which I don't think is ever gonna happen, but you would want to be the artist for your own one and have somebody try and mimic your art.
There's
right?
only one other person that I'd probably want to get them to have a tattoo if I was to get a tattoo.
Oh fuck.
That'd probably be Natalie Hall. I really like their work. Their work is incredible.
I'll have to check this stuff out.
They're probably the only artist I can think of that I'd be like, you know what, if I had to get a tattoo by somebody, it'd be them. But it's so expensive that I'd never do it. They deserve every bit of money they get, but like, I don't have the money to pay for that, nor would I. No, I'd
prioritize that money.
I'd pay her for art, totally, 100%.
Well, definitely, but you wouldn't. Your
I
priorities
wouldn't prioritize
paying
getting
bills,
a tattoo.
buying food,
Yeah,
things like that. Yeah.
But like paying for like an illustration by her, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love her work. Her work is fantastic. She's the only artist that I can think of that I really like that I would get a tattoo by.
Gotcha.
But it's more it's more about money than anything. But yeah, most tattoo artists are really good, but most of it's not my jam. But it's awesome to see it. I like tattoos in general. I think tattoos are awesome.
I've got a leg sleeve, if I may. What the fuck? Oh, there they are. And they're I love it. I fucking hate needles, but I do love the cathartic effect of hanging out with an artist for hours and talking while they're performing their work and stuff like that. And it's different, obviously, you know. They're performing on a different medium. I love the idea of tattoos and how it goes through. I love the sound of the fucking tattoo gun. All of it is fucking super cool to me. And I've spent probably 15, 16 hours under the gun. But that's, you know, oh, fuck, I'm empty. Ugh, sorry. But that's not something everybody gets to experience or enjoy even. And a lot of people still don't enjoy it, even if they get to experience it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the idea of like my body being something that represents art. I definitely feel special about art. I can't create it, so I still feel like, man, this shit's really awesome. It's cool. I feel like it needs to be represented in some way. I definitely on Twitter like see art and I'm just like, oh well, that's lewd. Well, shit, I like it. Fuck it. You know, as long as it's not a full nude or something like that. I definitely think like, yeah, I should share this. I should represent this for, you know, every reason I'm able to. Art's special, man. It deserves to be acknowledged as something that's paid for.
So Striker, the only problem with that idea of having a pay this many couch coins to what we play next on stream is it kind of devalues the polls that we run.
I missed what he was saying. There could be a community thing, and we do have the option to do a community, pay this many couch coins, and then we'll play this game next. But I don't like the idea of
one person
having somebody, well, maybe not even one person, but having someone 1 or 2 or 3, just the Twitchlings, be the final say. We have a group of what, 20,000, 22,000 people now. You know, like I want all of them to have a say, even if it's people just paying.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a payer being like, this is what you're gonna do, you know, type of thing.
You want it to be community based, not individual based.
Fuck, I need that health kit. Duh. Yeah, I definitely want it still to be representative of the community, whether they can pay or not.
Maybe a redeemable thing for a suggestion. We take suggestions for free, though.
Yeah. I don't want to have to charge you guys for things that I think shouldn't be charged for.
The best way is to convince a bunch of people that, hey, they should play this game. And then,
yeah.
Yeah.
And we say that with also still having Couchling's Choice being a thing.
Yeah.
Couchling's Choice they choose, but
Couchling's Choice is more of like...
That's along the way of like, they pay for the game, we'll play the game. Yeah.
That's a, not saying go become a patron, because that's not what I'm saying.
Nope.
But what I am saying is, that is the most direct way that we feel comfortable and like, you should play this game. But even then, there's rules where like, hey, if it's not doing well after a week, sorry guys, we only guarantee a week because we have an entire community to think about. So if you pick a game,
we're still on the channel.
Yeah.
I don't think we want to be privy to one single payer.
Right.
Is what the main thing is. We want to still have everyone's best interest in mind of, hey, not one single person is going to keep the channel running, so not one single person should have the say. And even if it was that, the 3 single people it should be was Sam and Mike and I. Like, that's what it should be, the deciding factor. We didn't do this for money, and we still don't do it for money. We still haven't taken any of it into our own pockets. But you know what I'm saying, like...
Maybe someday.
Someday, maybe, if that's what it's come down to, but... Does this share the same? It doesn't. But yeah, I'd love to have a community couchling thing. But definitely not from couch coins. You will 100% Persona 5? No. Fuck you. No.
I don't have 400 hours.
And Striker's saying that being facetious and silly. Yeah, totally. No. And I don't want to ever get into that situation where I feel like we owe someone that. Because... that's gonna... We're prioritizing somebody who has the money to pay for us doing that, which I don't think should be a thing. Versus 20,000 other people's version of like, hey, I love what you do. I want to support you. Oh, well, you didn't support enough, so you don't get to have that game. Or you don't get to have that thing be your, essentially. That's why we do the Couchling's Choice every month. It may not be what everyone wants, but for the people that we do get to survey, it is what they want.
Yeah.
And I think that's adequate for the time being.
We don't make any of those suggestions, so they come up with all that on their own.
Yeah.
Usually they hit it well, and then sometimes
cocks.
they've only misfired like twice.
Yeah, out of like 14 times. Like,
yeah.
That's fine.
I'd say that's a really good batting average.
No, they're pretty good. Ha 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 ha! Oh shit. But yeah, I don't know exactly what you guys are recommending for each single one and things like that. Yeah, it could be kindergarten every fucking time. And honestly, hey, I'll do it, but you're gonna get me every single time. Each time you vote for something, you're voting for what's gonna be covered on the channel, not for, oh, we're buying Chris's or Sam's or Mike's positive review of this thing. No, absolutely not. We're still gonna hold our values.
I can escape education all I want, Jay Diggity. Doing it right now.
Damage. Hey, we're not educating these people, Sam?
Nah, wait.
I thought we were supposed to. I'm writing this off as a tax write-off.
I wish I could write it as a
Sam,
tax write-off.
this isn't a... I wrote it down. I'm lying now to the IRS.
That's okay. They
God
deserve
damn
to
it. I thought you were going to be the fucking way that we could get past this. Wow, there's a fucking ton of shit going on screen. God damn it. Well, hot damn. Oh, fuck.
It's a lot of fire.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of shit, too.
I don't know if raid would work, Pat. I mean, they're newts. You need something like...
Raid? For newts? For these guys?
I mean, I guess it's probably.
Oh fuck! I didn't know
they're
you
too
shoot
big.
so fast. Raid only works on bugs.
Yeah.
As far great. As far as I know, Raid only works on bugs because of the way that their exoskeletons work and the way that Raid actually like blocks things off for what's important for how they like breathe through their exoskeletons. That's why it works on like ants and stuff, but it won't work on like dogs as much. Now,
still don't do that,
you can still
right,
raid
dogs.
a dog, which is bad, and don't do that. But what I'm saying is like, I think that's why it's so profound on something with an exoskeleton. I think it penetrates and whatever, however they have an exoskeleton, they something about the way that their bodies work, they're able to kind of like
Raid Shadow Legends.
go between.
Yeah, if Raid Shadow Legends wanna.
No, Raid showed up on one of our fucking things. Guess what? Nobody voted for it. I wonder why.
Because it's bad.
It's bad. And they were like, I'm not paying fucking money to have Raid Shadow Legends be fucking the winner. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Oh, fuck.
But they were talking about the raid for Jay's Hive.
The what?
The Jay Hive. Everyone is Jay.
No, yeah, no. That's only 3 people. It's fine. But yeah, no. And honestly, we've had some people, I won't name any names, they were like, oh, I'm going to just become a patron multiple times over on fake accounts so that I can win whatever the next one's going to be. And I was like, please don't do that. That
takes
goes
the spirit
against
out of it.
that goes against what the spirit of it is.
It's also unfair to all the other patrons.
Fucking,
Like,
yeah. Well, it's not unfair. I mean, because they're paying. But at the same time, it's like
it's against the spirit of the idea.
The spirit of the thing is a group.
A group
call.
coming together
Yeah.
to like, hey, we all really want to see this game.
Yeah.
And if you remain a patron, honestly, most games end up getting covered, or one of the games that you wanted to
Eventually,
see
right?
covered gets covered.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people that have requested games on Patreon, and they've had to wait a while because it's not an instant gratification thing.
What is that?
That's a cop.
Oh, fuck. Ah, fuck! Well, okay, I'm safe here. Fuck you. Okay, not safe there! Not fucking safe anymore!
You did open the cop box. Now we know. Yep, that's what happened with Raymond, Pat. Like, Raymond was on the list for about, 5 months until it finally got voted in.
Hey, this game was on the vote for just the public vote.
Like 7?
For 4 months.
Oh, I thought it was longer than that.
I mean, the last time I checked where I was like, okay, yeah, it's been at least this long,
Right.
was 4 months. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was fucking forever. And we're still playing it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Ah, goddamn. Okay, so I'm learning more about this game. This is only my, third session in?
This is the 3rd session.
Yeah. So this still, it's a roguelike. You're going to be learning more and more after 6 hours. No, we'll play whatever you guys want so long as it meets the criteria of, not on Epic Game Store.
As long as it's not kindergarten.
It's not an emulated game.
Yeah. We did
know,
do Hollow Knight Steel Soul mode, but we died. And there's been another game since.
And that's what it was. Yeah. If that may be a example of we'll give you guys a strong week minimum.
Yeah, but it's also on Steam. And it had been on Steam J Diggity for a long time. Night in the Woods is on multiple consoles.
No. Yeah, no.
Exclusive.
No, this is Doppelganger. There's plenty precedent on the Discord on how we feel about it. Go search back. And if you want clarification, well, I'll talk to you right now after this stream, which is right now. Guys, gals, boys, girls, they, them, and otherwise, thank you so much for being here. This was, I thought we'd get to the end, but
it's
damn.
a roguelike. It happens.
I also thought the Golden Gun would do a little bit more. And honestly, I was like, oh, okay, shit. Maybe I should play as the little triangle dude next time.
Maybe you can try that next time, yeah. See if that's even better.
I don't know what the air horn was. It just didn't seem good, so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Never played it.
Yeah, thank you guys for being here. We're going to try and finish it up next time, hopefully. But next Thursday, we'll be doing Subnautica. diving deeper, going maybe onto land. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being here, everybody. Have a good week.
Voice chat party. I will jump on for a short time.
I will not because I gotta pee, and two, I'm trying to finish up stuff for the intro we're working on.
Totally fine. Yeah. Sam's busy. I'm a pleb. Yeah. No, I'm a sucker. You guys wanted me there. I'll go there. Thank you all for everybody who cheered today. Thank you all for the hype train. Thank you guys for subbing and everything you guys do. This is awesome. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys later. Stay for the credits. I hope they work.
Take it easy, everybody.
And then I'm gonna be on the Discord after. Beep, bop, boop.